What's going on YouTube? Taylor Print is back here with another video, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the week 2 drop list for Supreme Fall Winter 2022. So if you guys haven't seen yet, this looks like it's going to be a banger of a week. It's set to drop September 8th, which is a Thursday of course, but anyways, if you guys are new to the channel, I do cover Supreme drops and just streetwear content pretty much every week. So if you guys have any interest in that, if you could hit that like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. I'm coming up on 300 subscribers, so I'd really enjoy if I were able to hit that by the end of this month. But anyways, let's get into it. I really do think this is a solid week. We've got some of the more hype items, starting off with the blazers. So I made a video about the blazers like a week or so ago, and the images we had were not these pairs. So the black ones were the same, but these blue ones were a lot different. In the images I had first seen, there was no quilted look. The blue was more of a solid. I really liked this like faded out, like kind of denim look, and I really enjoy the quilted look. I think the blue pair are way cooler than the black pair now. But yeah, I think this blue pair is really awesome and definitely reminiscent of the pairs from 2006. So yeah, I thought these were a really cool release. I'm sure these will go really quick, and resale will probably be pretty hefty on these, especially the blue ones. I think the black ones are a little less desirable than the blue ones. But let me know down below, do you guys like these more than the 2006 ones? Or if so, which colorway is your favorite from 2006 or now? I really like the white ones from 2006. I think those are my all-time favorites, but these blue ones are coming in at a close second. Next, we've got a collaboration with Pope L, or William Pope L. So I was actually unsure of who this was before this, but if you go to Supreme's Instagram, they've got a little write-up about him. So American artist Pope L was born in Newark, New Jersey in 1955. He began graduate studies at Rutgers in the late 1970s, developing an interest in experimental theater and performance. I'm not going to read it all, but yeah, you guys can go and check that out if you guys are interested. They also have a little video of him on their page, so I would recommend going and watching that. It's nothing like life-changing or anything, but it is a cool short little video and kind of explains like the imagery, especially on this t-shirt. So it's kind of hard to tell what's going on here, but as you guys can see, he's wearing a Superman suit and he's like crawling on the ground, and he's got a skateboard like attached to the back of him somehow to where it looks like Superman's cape. You can see it better here on this skateboard, and I'm actually unsure what is going on this skateboard here on the bottom left, but I thought this was a cool collaboration. Always cool to see Supreme working with artists who are not like super big or super established, but are from the New York, New Jersey area, so I always appreciate that. This isn't a collab that I'll be purchasing, but I do appreciate them reaching out and doing stuff like that with smaller collaborators. Next, we have the opposite, which is a collaboration with a huge artist, which is Jeff Hamilton. So Jeff Hamilton is like the king of leather jackets, and he always does this thing, and I think specifically on this collaboration he went crazy. This piece is really amazing. It's not something I'm going to be able to afford, which sucks, and I don't really like leather jackets, to be honest, but if I were to get a Jeff Hamilton one, I would definitely wear it, and I would love to have one in my collection. That's always a dream of mine, is to get a Jeff Hamilton jacket. So sucks that I'm gonna have to pass on this one, but they really knocked it out of the park. This is the first time I'm seeing like the patching and stuff on the inside of the jacket, so just more cool details, but overall this piece is like a 10 out of 10 for me. Next, we've got these like work type of jackets. So I actually thought these were gonna drop at the end of last season, but they didn't end up dropping. There was some images of Earl Sweatshirt wearing this yellow one that surfaced, and I like these. I think the use of the pockets is pretty solid. I like the silhouette of the jacket. I like the use of the old logo on the back of it in the same tonal color as the jacket. So I thought this one was just really clean, and I like the colors that they chose. I think my favorite one is the black one, just because it's the easiest to wear, but I really like this like salmon pink too, and then the yellow is not bad either. Next, we've got like a skull button up, almost like a bowling type of jersey. The imagery on this is pretty cool. I do feel like this is a little bit awkward of a piece from Supreme. Kind of feels like something you would see in Goodwill, but at the same time the artwork is pretty cool, so I'm kind of torn on this piece. I'm not really sure how I feel about it. I don't really think it's bad, but I don't really think it's good either. And then below that, we've got like a Supreme Futura type of font logo almost, it looks like. I'm pretty sure this isn't an actual collaboration with Futura, but it definitely has that Futura look to it. And then we've just got like a basic logo hoodie down below. you can't really go wrong with these. I think that navy one with the white is really solid, and obviously like brown and black you can never go wrong with. Red is usually a solid option, but really all the colorways for this I think are pretty clean and are something that I could see myself picking up. Not really something that I'm going to go out of my way for, and definitely not something I'm going to pay over retail for, but at the same time I think those are good pieces, just solid pieces to have, especially for someone who's new to Supreme and getting into it. Should be a relatively easy piece to get, and you won't have to break the bank on it, but it will be a nice, cool piece that'll last a long time. Next we have what are one of my favorite items for the week, are these velour studded tracksuits. So I think these are amazing. I like the colorways a lot. I think this wine colorway is probably my favorite. I feel like it works the best for tracksuits, but this green is sick too, and then black you can never go wrong with. I am not a tracksuit guy, but I really like these, and I'm actually really tempted to buy a set of these. I'm like really broke right now, but at the same time I really want these, so I don't know, we'll see if I end up getting anything. I probably won't, but I really do like these. So on this page we've got some thermals. These are called the Republica thermals. It's just got kind of all over print artwork going on, and I actually really like this artwork. Kind of reminds me of like a casino almost, but yeah, I like these. I typically don't really like all over print stuff, but I really like the imagery that they've used in these, and I'm a really big fan of thermals. At some point in these videos, when it gets a little bit cooler, you will start to notice that pretty much all I wear are polo thermals in the winter, especially if I'm just like in the house or whatever. So I'm tempted to get one of these. I don't think these will sell very well, so I might see if I could get one of these for like under retail or something. Just, I don't know, I don't really think Supreme people are huge on all over print, and definitely not really huge on thermal, so this might be a piece you might be able to snipe, but if you really like it, don't take my word on it, just go ahead and get it on release. But then we've got like the pants version of the top, and I think the pants are solid too. I do like this like brighter pair. I feel like it pops a little bit more, but maybe being on person, I think the toned down version would work a little bit better. I think just looking at them in pictures, the brighter pair looks cooler because it's like more attention getting, but I feel like the lighter, more dulled pair, it's gonna be easier to wear. Next we've got the hockey jerseys with the attached hoodie. So I thought these were a really funny idea, but I actually like these. I really like this like American colorway. I think that one is really solid. The blue and the yellow is not bad either. To be honest, really, I think all the colorways are pretty solid. I'm not like a big hockey guy, but if I were to pick one of these up, I would have to go with the American colorway. I feel like that one is just super sick and definitely like very reminiscent of hockey, which was the whole point. And then next we got some football jerseys. To be honest, I think these are a pretty big miss. I don't really like the font on the front, and this color is kind of horrible in my opinion. The white and red one is like alright, and the black and purple one's like okay too. I'm a Ravens fan, so if I were to get one, I would probably go black and purple. But yeah, these are not for me. Just yeah, a miss for me on these. Starting off here, we've got the washed Cordura camp caps. These remind me of something from like Stone Island, just with the washed Cordura look. I actually like the way that looks. Not a big fan of camp hats, but I do like the material choice that they went with here. Next, we've got some pigment print S panel hats. So if you guys can see here, the S does not have the little devil horns on it like it did earlier in the season. So keep that in mind if you're looking to get one of these. But I think these are pretty solid. I think the orange one is the coolest. I think there's a reason why it's in the center, but I don't think these are something that I can see myself wearing. I'm not too big of a hat guy, but if you're someone who wears hats a lot, like a daily hat wearer, I think this would be a solid addition to the collection. And then we've got some like pinup girl trucker hats. I don't really love these, which is funny because I'm a huge trucker hat guy, and I like the idea. I just feel like they look kind of cheap or bare or random. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I like the idea. The execution just isn't really there for me, to be honest. And then we've got the webbing crushers down here at the bottom. So as you guys can see, it's got a little contrast stitching going on there. And then has the little Supreme branding going across like right above the lid. These aren't bad. Not really something I could see myself wearing either, but yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent on those. So I almost forgot to mention two other pieces that are going to be dropping this week because they weren't in the Instagram slides. But first, we've got these cargo pants that come in a camo colorway, a white colorway, black and then brown. So I think the white ones are super sick, and I really like the camo ones too. So I think they did a good job with these. I typically like cargo pants if they have like the right fit and the pockets look pretty solid. So I like the placement of these pockets. I like these like smaller ones down below, and I like this like paneling there kind of on the knees, and I don't really mind the cuffs at the bottoms either. So yeah, I think these are gonna be really solid. I think the camo ones will probably be the most hype, but I really do like those white ones too. And then last but not least, we have the kettlebell. So this is just like a funny thing. I don't really use kettlebells, and I feel like it's kind of awkward to just have one size kettlebell. I feel like you need a whole collection so you can kind of do different stuff, but this is another fun item for Supreme to drop. Overall, I think this was a really solid week. Let me know what you guys think down below. There's a lot of pieces throughout this drop that I can see myself wearing, like the Republica stuff. Definitely the tracksuits are super fire. This basic hoodie is really nice too. And the work jackets, like I said, I really like those, even though I'm not like a big jacket wearer, especially jackets without hoods, but I thought they did a good job with those. Jeff Hamilton's the GOAT. The Pope Ella stuff is a cool like collaboration, but not really something I'm convicted enough to buy. And then the Blazers, of course, are super sick. The blue ones are amazing, and the black ones aren't bad either. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. If you guys made it this far, I really appreciate it. If you could hit that like and subscribe, it would help out the channel a lot. And yeah, thank you so much. If you made it to this point again, we will see you next time. Have a good one.